Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back, and welcome to our video on the Redcat RS10, the last of the mods till the paint job. Okay, so the last little while, a lot of you know I've been working on modding my crawler, turning it into more of a trail truck, but also still having really good capabilities of crawling. The last test we did was actually at the beach by the house here, and because there's a little bit of a trail system there. And it did really well. So tomorrow we're going out to Descheny Falls and we're going to give this thing a really good full workout. But I also wanted to do FPV footage for you guys as well. And I'm also curious to see how well it's going to go myself. So I have an Extreme Sports Cam by Liquid Image that I generally use on my Summit, a couple other vehicles. And so anyways, I thought, well, let's see if we can mount it in here. So we managed to mount it in. Drilled a hole through the box, used the original mounting screw off the mount for the Liquid Image, and so it's all bolted in nice, tight, secure. The protective lens cover is on and also strapped on with an elastic so it doesn't pop off on me as I'm going through bumps and bruises. I also wanted to put the tire back on because one problem I had once I put the camera in there is like, oh no, now I got too much bolt sticking out, now I can't put the tire back on the way it was, and you know, I wanted to make sure I could put it on and not interfere with the trailer hitch too, because I had to think of the trailer hitch, which is like, you know, down here. So I got it set up really nice. So another bicycle bracket came in handy, a couple bolts from a lawnmower and some nylon nuts, and voila! So I've got this thing all bolted nice, tight, secure, and the tire, the way it's sitting and the angle that it's at and the height is also going to help protect my camera if I happen to flip over. So that's like a real double bonus there. Adds a little bit more extra weight to the back of the truck, and so it's like I got to really watch that weight thing because I don't want to crush my suspension down too soon, you know what I mean? I want to have some suspension left. I was going to try and relocate the camera closer in, but to do that I would have to remove the alloy looking box there, the aluminum box with the wooden boxes on it, and I didn't want to do that. I'm trying to keep the scale look going and everything else, you know, so, and I want the first person view out of this thing, so it had to go at the back, and that's the way things had to be set up. I still want to put on D-hoops, I guess you call them, D-hoops. The rings that you see on like axials and stuff, you know. I want to make those or find a way to, you know, buy some, whatever, you know, add them onto the truck, you know, front and rear. I am going to be putting a lighting kit in this thing over the winter and painting the body. So when I'm done running the truck for the season, everything's going to come out of it. I got to take off the cage, all that jazz, and tape off what I don't want painted, of course. And then I'm going to be doing a really super nice camo paint job on this thing because I have an army theme going on. I have little army guys, and I like army stuff. You know, I think it's really cool. So anyways, so that's the last of our mods for now. Over the winter, like I said, it will get a paint job done to it. And then the following spring we'll run it in the trails with the new paint job because we can't go to these trails in the winter time. It's not like they plow the trails for us. But I may do, you know, a little bit out in the driveway or something. You can see what it looks like running with the camo job, and of course the lighting kit. So I'm going to be doing a full lighting kit in this thing for taillights, headlights, hopefully get the side marker lights to work, that sort of jazz. I've got some other ideas. I also have some ideas in mind for the windshield too. I'm not sure if I'll get away with doing it. We'll have to see. But as a lot of you know, I monkeyed my windshield when I tried to take off the New Bright name, and the acetone did a nasty job to it, and so I kind of figured I might be in a little bit of trouble using the acetone, but I got to find a better way to get these New Bright etchings off without messing with the windshield. So I spent about, I guess, a little over an hour yesterday cleaning up the windshield. So it is a lot cleaner than it was, you know, you can kind of barely just see the guys through there. So hey, let's call that a dirty windshield. Maybe we'll give it a mud effect or something. Who knows? But for doing any kind of videoing inside the truck, we will have to leave that down to get a nice clear shot. So anyways, look for some new video on this for tomorrow. We're going to have that done for you, and you can see the first person view, side views. Also see how well this thing articulates in some really extreme rocks compared to what we put it through at the lake, which was actually minor in comparison to what it normally goes through. My big thing here for tomorrow's run, other than showing you guys the first person view and stuff out of this thing, is the suspension. I put in what I like to call suspension stoppers or limiters. So the vehicle can only push down so far and it's going to get stopped, because I didn't want to start cutting away and messing up this body shell. And so I had to limit the suspension, and I did it front and rear, okay? Which is fine, because then it at least does it all the way around, so it can't over articulate twist, you know, and make it slam into the tires. So this thing so far is working really good for that. I may have to file them down a little bit, but I've been doing some math and a little bit of investigating on my own, and I've been finding that if I take half the amount of meat away, the body's going to slam into the tires. So if I have to take anything away, I can't really take away much more than about a 1/16 of an inch, which is not much. So it's kind of one of those things of why bother. But I want this Jeep body on this truck, so I'll have to live with how things react, you know, and hopefully everything goes really well tomorrow with all the nasty, nasty rocks that we usually go through, and because I'm really going to push this thing and see how it does. But I wanted to show you guys the last two little things before I end up stripping this thing down for paint and stuff over the winter. So yeah, all that's really changed since the last video is the camera is now mounted in the back, which can come out in and out really easy, and I've did a complete whole new type of mounting system for the tire, which I think looks more scale looking than slamming it right to the body, and it does add that added protection for my camera, so bonus there, and it's not interfering with my trailer hitch at all. So I've still got access to the hitch without any problem there. So let me know what you guys think. We shall catch you guys on the next video, which will be out at Descheny Falls. And thanks for watching.